Will Hunting. It's a 1998 film that was written by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and it was directed by Gus Van Sant. Now, the plot is we meet Matt Damon, who plays Will Hunting. He's this 20-year-old kid who kind of seems like he's not really going anywhere in life. He works as a janitor, and him and his friends sort of go to a bar and do the same thing every day. But don't let that fool you, because Matt Damon is actually somewhat of a genius. He has a photographic memory, and he's able to do these crazy long math equations that probably only a handful of people in the world should be able to do. He can do it like it's nothing. So this professor, played by Stellan Skarsgård, he finds out about him, and he makes him a deal. He says he will help get his criminal record, sort of try to diminish that down, if he meets once a week with a therapist. And that should sound easy, right? Well, not for Will Hunting. Now, what I think of Good Will Hunting is I love this movie. This movie is so great on so many levels. Let's talk about Matt Damon as this kid, Will Hunting, because this is probably Matt Damon's best performance. I've seen Matt Damon in quite a few films, but I think he's most convincing as this sort of cocky kid who thinks he knows everything because he is so smart. He is such a genius. And the many scenes where he's able to shut people up, talk them down, because he just has these facts. When he does meet Robin Williams, his therapist, and when they go back and forth, it does take a while to get to it, but when he breaks through those barriers, when he breaks through the thick skin, and you see the real person, you see that he is sort of tortured by his past and his distrust for people, how he pushes people away before he can give them the chance to disappoint him and to leave him. That's not only an interesting character, but it's a very real character. The scenes with him and Ben Affleck at the beginning, sort of goofing off, them and their friends, Cole Hauser and Casey Affleck, that's pretty fun to watch because not only are they funny, but they feel like people I would hang out with. Not only that, but this movie was completely shot in Boston. And that's very cool because I live in Boston. I grew up in Boston. In fact, there's so many places, there's so many bars that you see them in where I feel like I've been to those places. I'm like, holy crap, all of these places look familiar. That's always awesome to see. But I have to talk about Robin Williams because this, I think, also is Robin Williams' best performance. And that's saying a lot because he's not the main character of this film, and he's done a whole lot of movies, but he felt so down to earth and real in this film. I love how, yeah, he had a similar background as Matt Damon, so he instantly related to him in that way. But when they start off, it doesn't quite click yet. They get into almost this heated confrontation, and then they actually start to build respect for each other. And there's trust there, and when they actually get to those emotional moments opening up, I love all those scenes. I love him talking about him and his wife and how they met, how long they've been together, how happy she's made him, and everything that went down with her having cancer. Just every aspect of both of these characters I feel for. Then there's a point in the movie where Matt Damon meets Minnie Driver, Skylar, and Minnie Driver is beautiful. Not only that, but her personality in this film is so great. She's like the perfect girl. Not only is she good looking, but she's smart, she's intelligent, and she has the best sense of humor. She can hang out with just the guys and have some funny jokes. And she just has an awesome personality. And there's so much about her that makes you go, yeah, she's the one. But Matt Damon, being who he is, his personality, he just pushes her away again. And to see how great they are together, and then to see just what happens with them is, again, hard to watch. What more can I say about Good Will Hunting? I love this film. Obviously, I've been talking it up the whole time. It's amazing that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrote this movie themselves because, sure, they've done a couple of movies in Hollywood up until this point, but this was definitely the film where they got noticed. It got 9 Academy Award nominations and it won Best Screenplay. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Good Will Hunting? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Later!